When German invasion forces crossed the Soviet border on June 22, 1941, the uneasy peace between Nazi Germany and the USSR was shattered. But have you ever wondered whether Stalin might have been planning to attack Hitler first? Well, some writers, most famously Viktor Suvorov in his book Icebreaker, argued that Stalin was secretly preparing to invade Nazi-occupied Europe, and that Operation Barbarossa was therefore Hitler's preemptive strike to foil any such plans. Suvorov bases his argument on several factors: the concentration of Soviet troops near the western frontier, the presence of airborne and armored divisions suited for offensive warfare, and a series of military exercises that rehearsed invasion scenarios rather than defensive ones. However, evidence released from Soviet archives after the fall of the USSR tell a different story. These records show that while the Red Army was indeed growing rapidly at the time, it was still in the middle of a massive reorganization and modernization effort, and far from ready for an offensive war. Many divisions were under-equipped, short on transport vehicles, and still reeling from Stalin's purchase of the Military Officer Corps. Plans for a potential Soviet preemptive strike in 1941 did exist on paper, but they were internal staff exercises rather than concrete operational orders. In reality, Stalin and the Soviet leadership were primarily focused on delaying conflict for as long as possible, believing that Hitler would not risk a two-front war while still fighting Britain. While Stalin clearly expected a future confrontation with Germany, possibly in 1942 or 1943, most historians today agree that he was not preparing to attack in 1941. Operation Barbarossa was therefore not a preemptive strike, but a devastating surprise that caught the Soviet Union completely off guard. Now, as always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member to support the work we do.